How's it going, YouTube? Oxy here, and welcome back. So, got some exciting news, at least for me, and I think a lot of people. To start things off, Henry Cavill, a lot of you know him as Superman, the one that the DC Universe has been using as of late, and, it sucks, right? Like, how the character's been mistreated and everything, and with the recent news that no, he will no longer be Superman. Spoilers for Black Adam. There's a post-credit scene which teased Henry Cavill's return, like he's Superman. And it's exciting. It's like, oh, he came back, because after the whole Zack Snyder, Justice League thing and, that whole falling out. And, of course, Warner Bros. And Discovery went through a merger. So there was a lot of, changing of the office, the people in charge. Henry Cavill as Superman seemed like it was over. And then we got that hope again in Black Adam. And just to find out now that, no, he will not be Superman. James Gunn, of course, now is in charge of the DC universe. And, they're going to go with, a younger story. Basically an origin. They say it's not, but it's a young Superman, so pretty much. And yeah, they leave it open. They're just like, hey, Henry may come back as a different character, or I guess a multiverse thing at that point. But I don't know. Sad news. And then of course, the extra thing was that he left The Witcher because he was Geralt in Netflix's The Witcher series. And he left, right? Now they're replacing him with, I believe it's one of Chris Hemsworth, the Thor actor. One of his brothers is going to be the new, the replacement. So yeah, we were all like, oh, he's leaving The Witcher for Superman. But we got the news that the man himself at Amazon is going to be helming, executive producing, and starring in a Warhammer 40K live action series. Now, to a lot of you, it's like, okay, I'm excited. So Warhammer, I've never played the game. I won't pretend that I have, but I have been interested in it. I like the whole models, the painting, all that. I do watch some battle reports, shout out to Play on Tabletop. They do a great job, make it interesting. And in terms of the lore, I love Warhammer because it's sci-fi, but in a very dark future. Because again, Warhammer 40K, it's in the 41st millennium, so literally 40,000 years from present time, if you will. And yeah, it's as it says, in the far-flung, grim, dark universe. It's a very, dark, gritty, there aren't many good guys. The humans are our main characters, the Imperium. But even then, they kind of are a very religious or zealots, right? Of you will join or else. And yeah, and it's humanity's struggles facing off against aliens, demons, that sort of thing. I'm all for it. Dark, gritty, sci-fi with some fantasy. I love it. And yeah, we're finally getting a live action series again at Amazon. And it's cool because his girlfriend, Veronica, her name's with the V, I'll put it here. With her studio, Vertigo Entertainment. So his girlfriend and him, they're partnering together with Amazon to bring this to us, and it's exciting. What makes it the cherry on top is that Henry Cavill himself is a huge Warhammer fan. He makes no secret about it. You always see him talking about his favorite army, the Adepta, the Custodes, right? The Gold Knights. So it's cool. I'm that's what I love to see, with a lot of these multiverses, right? These shared universe in movies. The writers will be people who have never read the original source material, are not familiar with it, and that's why you get problems, right? Like, you could say like the MCU has really been on a decline. Star Wars, I mean, is rough. The shows I've heard they've been better, but in terms of movies, yeah, they got a lot of work to do. So I'm excited as just like Warhammer could really be this like the next big thing. It's literally one of the only franchises I could think of that like you're like, why did it take this long? And that more has to do with Games Workshop, of course, the company that owns Warhammer 40K. Admittedly, they're like they haven't put much out there. Like there is a Warhammer movie, Ultramarines. But it's like a CGI animated thing, and that came out in like 2010, 11. And there have been some fan projects, like one you have to see. I'll put a link in the description. Is what is it? Astrides? I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but just remember that this is fan made, and this is like many people say, like probably the greatest fan project ever. Just period. Seriously, the attention to detail is just fantastic. But yeah, Warhammer as a franchise has just never really gotten that spotlight or that mainstream like push, So to see that potentially we're finally here, like it's exciting. Again, it's really cool. I suggest you check it out. Like for me, I'm excited for the games. Like they're finally seem to be stepping up. Of course, Warhammer Darktide, 40K Darktide, is out on PC, and for my Xbox brothers, it'll be out soon. Sorry, PlayStation, it's not on there. Maybe in the future. And then Space Marine 2. Oh man, I'm excited for that. I'm playing through the first one right now. Hooked up the 360. Sadly, it's not backwards compatible, which Xbox. I know you said you ended that, but hey. Maybe with the release of the second game, you could do that and make it backwards compatible. Or at least remaster it. I'll buy it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just an exciting time to be a Warhammer fan. Again, I've never played the tabletop. I don't have the space for it. And it is expensive, like especially some of the bigger models and stuff. But maybe one day, it would be cool to get into that, because that's that's where it comes from, the game. But yeah, Amazon again, Warhammer 40K, we're finally getting live action, and they're putting like Amazon, Jeff Bezos has put in the Brinks trunk behind this. It's reported that yearly they're investing $1 billion. Yeah, that's right, 1 billion with the B yearly for future Warhammer 40K projects. So the idea is this might be an extended universe, And again, Warhammer 40K has such deep lore, so much of it, that like you could do this forever, Like you could literally be making new shows, doing like, you pick any time, the Age of Strife, the Horus Heresy. I know a little bit. You pick like that, make shows about that, then you're like, hey, let's go to the past, the war in heaven. Let's go in the future, right? Like, let's go to 50K, like, Does the Emperor Man return? Is he the next Chaos God, right? Like, there's so much you could do, and hey, shout out to Henry Cavill for being such a passionate fan, and I don't know, it's kind of inspirational, just to see someone passionate and get to live out that dream. Like, I'm happy for you, Henry. I mean, hey, fuck Warner Bros, But hey, I'm glad you're getting to do something you love, and that's always awesome to see. But yeah, guys, that's it. Just some news. Warhammer 40K. So be on the lookout for Amazon. They're going to be projects, shows, movies. We'll see if they're good. I'll definitely review them. I do have Prime, so we'll see. Hey, and let me know, are you familiar with 40K? Are you new to it? Do you hate it? And what are your thoughts? But yeah, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoy. I make new ones every Tuesday and Saturday. So please be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good jazz. And as always, everyone, I've been your host, Oxy, Take care, and in the grim dark future, I'll see you next time.